Alright, good afternoon, grade 5s. This is Mr. O. I'm just going to go over your first worksheet, which we haven't marked yet for the lockdown. So, number 1A. Name these notes. The first note is called a crotchet, and it is 1 count. Number 2 is called a quaver, and it is half a count. Okay, then number 3 is called a minim, and it is worth 2 counts. Number 4 is called a semi-breve, and it is worth 4 counts. Okay, then we've got to draw the rests. So the 1 count rest is called the crotchet rest, and it's like that. Number 2 is the half count rest, which is the quaver rest, and it's like that. Number 3 is the 2 count rest, which is a minim, the right side up hat. The 4 count rest, which is a semi-breve, which is the upside down hat. It's worth more counts, so the hat turns upside down. Right then, music maths. So you got to know your notes to be able to do this. So 4 plus 2 is 6. Then number 2, rests. 2 plus 4 is 6. Then number 3. Remember when we're doing quavers? Quavers on their own look like that. When they join, and they're worth half. When they join together, they look like that. And 2 quavers together is 1 count because it's 2 halves. And then it can also be in 4s. And 4 halves is equal to 2. Okay, they're all the same note, they just group differently. So this is 4 and 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, then rests. 4 count plus 2 count plus 1 count. 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 plus 2 plus 1. 5. 1 plus half is 2. 4 plus 2 plus 1. 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 1 plus 2 plus 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, music maths. Learn your notes and rests. Right then, you've got to complete word bars with rests. Okay, we're only allowed to use rests. No notes allowed. So we look at the top number, which is how many counts in each block. So we write down what is already in the block that I've given you. So already you got to know your notes. 1 count, 2 quavers is 1 count, together it's 2 counts. 2 counts plus 1 count, altogether 3 counts. Half and half, 1 count. 1 quaver on its own, half a count. Then, take the top number, 4 minus 2 is 2. So we need 2 counts here in rest form. So if we know our rests, we can do 2 crotchets, which is correct. Easiest way, quickest way. Draw a minim, which is already worth 2 counts. Okay, the hat. 3 counts, 4 minus 3 is 1, so we need the crotchet rest, which is 1 count, or 2 quavers is fine as well. 4 minus 1 is 3, so we need 3 counts. We can also use dotted notes, which is, but let's just first do a normal one. So we need 3 counts, a crotchet, and a minim. Rest is correct. Okay, we could have also done a dotted minim, which is worth 3 counts on its own. Okay, so how to work out dotted notes or rests? The original value plus half the original value. So the minim is normally worth 2. So 2 plus half the original value plus 1 equals 3. So that's the dotted minim rest, or the dotted minim note is worth 3. Good. So then our last bar there, 4 minus half, is worth 3.5. Okay, so we first make it a whole count. So we put a quaver rest, which makes it worth 1. Then we can do a crotchet rest, which makes it 2. And then a minim worth 4. Okay, or we could have done a quaver and a dotted minim rest. Right, then a double bar line at the end to show the time signature is finished, or the song or the piece. Then the next one, 3 counts now in each bar. So there's 1 count there, there's 2 counts there. There's 1.5 counts there, 0 there. So top number, 3 minus 1 is 2. So we need a minim, which is worth 2 counts. Or we could have done 2 crotchets. 3 minus 2 is 1. So we need a crotchet rest or 2 quavers. Then we got 3 minus 1.5, which is 1.5. So we can do a quaver and a crotchet. Or we could have done a dotted crotchet, which is worth 1.5. Okay, if you use the formula original value plus half original value. 3 minus 0 is 0. Is 3, so we need 3 counts there. So we could do a dotted minim, which is worth 3 counts. Or we could have done a minim and a crotchet. Or 3 crotchets, as long as it equals 3. And our double bar line at the end, finished. Then we do complete with quavers. Okay, so remember our quavers are these notes, and you can only use them. No rests, no other notes. So let's look at the time signature first. 6 counts in each bar. So how many counts here already? 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 count there. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 counts there. Top number minus that. 6 minus 3 is 3. So we need 3 counts, but in quaver form. So if 4 is 2 counts, 4, 5, 6 will make 3 counts. So we draw in 6 quavers. Okay, obviously got to draw them small to fit them in. There we go. 6 minus 1 is 5, so we need 5 counts. So we actually just times it by 2, so we actually need 10 quavers then. So then there's 2 counts, 3 counts, 4 counts, 5 counts. I'm just writing 2 verse each count. So that's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, which equals 6. 6 minus 3 is 3, so we need 3 counts. So that is 6 quavers. Okay, remember them to group in 4s or halves or 2s. There's 4 counts there. 6 minus 4 is 2, so we need 2 counts, which is 4 quavers. And our double bar line at the end. Then we're doing simple time with quavers. Same question. 4 counts now, so it's 1 count there, 2 counts there, half a count there, and 1.5 there. Let's just do our double bar line already. Okay, so 4 minus 1 is 3. So 3 counts is 6 quavers. So times it by 2. Okay, 4 minus 2 is 2. So we need 4 quavers. Then 4 minus half is 3.5. Let's make it a whole number first. 1 quaver, now it's 1 count. Then we need another 2 to make it 2, and then another 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then last bar, 4 minus 1.5. Okay, so we first make it a whole number, so we put a half, 1 quaver, now it's worth 2, and then another 4. To make it equal 4 counts. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, okay, then put in the correct time signatures. Okay, we in grade 5, so every time signature is going to be simple time over 4. So we put the 4s already underneath the bars. Okay, and this 1 time signature is worth 2 bars each. Double bar line makes it a new one. Okay, so then we count and we check in the next bar if it equals the same. 1 count, 2 count. 1 count, 2 count, so then it's definitely 2 over 4. New bar line, new time signature. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's definitely 4, 4. End of time signature. 2, 3, 2, 3. So it's 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. Definitely 6 over 4. Right, we are finished. Have a fantastic day, grade 5s.